the Chase Thomas Podcast, for people who have nothing but time to kill.
Wanting to get on the field, but like, I just think the drop off would be so bad, so tough to deal with. I don't know.
Yeah. Next up, VIP play. You do the slate over there with William Pattison, and you did a great video on the VIP play, all 12 games that Tennessee's betting lines would be projected to be here in early July this year.
No, not projected. They're already out. You can bet on them.
Okay.
They're out.
I mean,
So
I'm just saying they can change between now and the start of the season. Yeah.
Yeah. They're preseason lines. Yeah.
But when you look at it, Jon Reed, what is the most fascinating one to you right now of the 12?
I'm pulling them up so that I have them all. I wasn't trying to not look at my phone and not pay attention to you. I'm pulling up all 12 spreads so I can go through them with you and tell you what I think, because I want to get it right. And to me, Oklahoma only being Tennessee only being -3.5 at home against Oklahoma, that one jumped out initially because I was a little surprised at how low it is. And I know Oklahoma's got some hype, maybe deserved, maybe not, but with how late it is in the season, I think it's more likely that Oklahoma has proven to just kind of be a middle of the pack SEC team. And even if Tennessee is only a middle of the pack SEC team, I feel like the home field advantage at that point would have that line closer to 6.5, 7 points by the time, it rolled around. That was the one in terms of the quote unquote big games for Tennessee that stood out. I was also surprised that Tennessee was only 13.5 against Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a tricky spot for Tennessee on the road, but they were so bad last year. And to me, it just the overall hope for this season for Josh Heupel is just that he gets back to beating teams down that he's supposed to beat down. That was the book on Josh for most of his first 3 years, was hey, if you were overmatched, you were probably going to get ran off the field. He was good at putting the hammer down and blowing teams out. Last year, it didn't quite go that way. Maybe it would have been trending that way against Mississippi State in Knoxville had Nico not gotten hurt. And, you had Gaston Moore out there throwing, the best play was just hope for a pass interference down the field. But, I think anytime you can get Tennessee against overmatched teams under 2 scores, that's interesting to me. Same for UAB only being 31.5 points on that spread. Tennessee usually beats those overmatched non-conference teams by at least 42. Usually, it is overwhelm them.
Yeah, I like that.
Did any of them stand out to you?
I think the Mississippi State one is interesting because I do think that 13.5 is about right because of look, if Blake Shapen's healthy and they get them early, that's the whole thing. Blake Shapen was good for those first 3 or 4 games before he got knocked out last year. I mean, he was good against Arizona State. Blake Shapen, I think, is in the top half of SEC quarterbacks. I mean, he was the starting quarterback on a Baylor team that knocked Oklahoma State out of the CFP in that Big 12 title game. He's played a lot of college football, and it's a road environment, Heupel on the road. And that, I think, is going to be one of those 7 o'clock night games with the cowbell going and one of those just later, not as big SEC games that, I don't think it's going to be the same as Arkansas last year, but I do think it wouldn't surprise me if there's some juice to that game being a game come the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter. I think it's there.
Okay. I mean, you might be right. You might be right. Maybe I'm not buying enough into Mississippi State taking a step forward.
It depends on Blake Shapen's health. If Blake Shapen is healthy, I think their 2 running back combo is going to be pretty good. I think the offense could give Tennessee some problems.
Oh, God.
We'll see.
Oh, no.
The other one I would give you, though, on this that I think...
my excitement so far down for the season. I've been penciling Mississippi State in as a sure win. And here
I wouldn't pencil them in as a sure win right now.
Yeah, here you got me sweating, so... Oh, God, I'm back to that existential dread that I feel.
Do you know who's a pencil? Two things, and that you're not going to like this. That I would say I would pencil in a win no matter what, but I think it's going to be a gross win. Arkansas at home. 10.5 is too high for that game. That game is going to be 17-20, and every Tennessee fan coming out of that game is oh, God, that was awful.
Well, I don't think you can say pencil in a win then that Tennessee's going to win if you think it's going to be a 3-point
I think they're going to win ugly.
game.
It's going to remind me of 2023 Texas A&M Tennessee. I think you're going to get some slop in Arkansas and Tennessee. I just don't think you're going to get up for that game. You're coming off a bye in between Mississippi State and Arkansas. You're on the road. We'll see how that game goes. I think that just where it is in the schedule and what Arkansas Tennessee has been traditionally in football, I could see that being just a slop fest and not being one that Tennessee ends up blowing the doors off. And folks are like, well, come on. What are we doing here? Why are we playing with our food against Arkansas, even at home? But I have no worry that they're losing that game, but they're going to win. I think that's a win ugly game.
Oh, we were saving plays for the Alabama game. We didn't want to unleash the playbook. Oh God, I can hear it now.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like I just think that's what you're gonna hear this Arkansas game. I'm not looking forward to Tennessee Arkansas. I think they're gonna win, but I don't think it's gonna be a fun conversation and a fun watch.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fun. It's fun.
Nicely done, nephew. The Chase Thomas Podcast. Hell yeah.